Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry. This Sith Lord is a metalhead. On today, March 2nd, 2023. Yeah, March 2nd. I'm still going off, man. So happens when you start getting a little older. You got to start questioning yourself. Yes. Oh man. So I figured, everybody's already been doing videos, night watch parties, day of, and I figured, you know what? I'll give it a whole day and I could just talk about episode 1 of the Mandalorian, okay, and a couple other topics real quick that I wanted to chit chat about. But let me before we start, we get into the Mandalorian, okay. The one story that seems to be making its rounds like crazy, uh, which I don't understand why, okay. Um, Gina Carano's name keeps coming up, okay. Her name keeps on. Here she goes. See, Gina right there. Cara Dune. Okay. For some reason, it's been discussed. It's already done. She was let go 2 years ago, and okay. We got the new episode of the Mandalorian. Without everybody already knows there was one part in there where Cara Dune was mentioned, and she was mentioned that she went after she took in Moff Gideon. She went to some special forces. So basically, she's still in the Star Wars universe. Um, you know, they haven't like took her out yet. Okay, so everybody, I guess we all start speculating. I mean, that either she's more than likely gonna get recast, um, or they just threw her in the mix there just to shut everybody up, and then maybe eventually her name will float away and she doesn't get brought up no more. But as we as fans who I did enjoy Gina Carano as Cara Dune, she was lambasted and basically attacked and so on and so forth. Um, they just bring her back. We as fans, not to say that we accepted it, but we kind of moved on. Where it's like, Gina's already doing her own thing already. That ship has sailed. I could pretty much accept the fact that she's not gonna come back. As Cara Dune. I was already anticipating them doing a recast. I mean, I love the character of Cara Dune, and I think it would do it a disservice not having that character in there. Look, just get somebody decent, and we'll try our best not to, ridicule her for not being, Gina Carano. Yeah, I know that. I know the fandom could be very tough. Could be very tough. But yeah, I'd hope that it would lead to some type of recast. Her character was a good character, and they get somebody else to fill the shoes and just play out that character. I don't see why not. Yeah, look, I'm more for like certain characters fit, certain people actors fit characters the right way. Like Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, and so on. But at some point, those characters got to live on. Chadwick Boseman, when he passed, Marvel did the most stupidest thing in the world by not recasting him. You eliminated a whole character for what? I get it. I understand that that man portrayed Black Panther to the T. Uh, he was fantastic as Black Panther, but come on, as you could see, we got a Wakanda Forever, which was a shit movie, and nothing we could do about that. But look, story wise, if you got Cara Dune in the universe, bring her back. I say bring her back, recast her, and let's just keep on going. And if you people who just keep on uh putting out stories and talking about it or going crazy with the fact that Cara Dune's name was mentioned and oh my goodness, you were the same people who are attacking her and lambasting her and doing all this. Meanwhile, you're the ones that keep on bringing it up. I thought we would have a problem bringing it up, but no, you guys keep bringing that shit up. I go to Facebook pages and it's this guy in the Star Wars Hub that just keeps putting it out. He put it out like 2 or 3 days already, pretty much almost the same similar articles, but they keep bringing it up about Gina Carano and when she was fired. And okay, it's 2 years already. I mean, we know, we know. Anyway, moving on. The episode itself, episode one. Look, it was a short episode, roughly with with the intro and the end credits. I mean, the endings. It was about a half hour show. But it gave us a lot. It gave us a lot. We got straight in the beginning where got Jimmy Kimmel's nephew getting baptized, to become a Mandalorian youngling. Um, and I'm sorry, youngling, foundling. That's Jedi. And they had that big monster that came out, and they were doing their thing over there with the armor, and then Jaren comes in, saves them, blows the monster away. Uh, I thought that was that whole scene was just great. It was just good action. Uh, you can't get better than that. Him going off to meet to keep flying. Man, I sorry, just a little tongue tied here. Reef Karma, Carl Weathers' character over and they meet up, and I guess he wanted a favor, which basically is what it was, sure, Reef's always gonna hook him up, but he was trying to get IG 11, and there was a little snafu trying to bring him back. They got the Baba Freak characters in there, which if anything comes out from the sequel trilogy, the Baba Freak characters I think were the best. I think they were the number one thing of that whole fucking sequel trilogy. Baba Freaks, they were cool. But yeah, they were trying to fix them, and they had ran into some pirates earlier before that, and Mando and Grief killed a couple of pirates. One got away. They went after Mando in his ship. The pirates tried to trap him. Uh, Mando took care of them, and from there, we had him going off and meeting up with Bo-Katan, going to a Mandalorian castle in one of the planets that's near Mandalore, and she basically is just pouting and all bent out of shape. She didn't get a chance to do what she wanted as far as like reclaiming Mandalore and getting her little army together. She didn't have the dark saber, so they pretty much bounced on her. So she's feeling, I guess, bitter, you could say. Told him, you still got the dark saber. He said yeah. He says yeah, go over there and fling it around, and maybe they'll follow you. But you can see she's bitter, and she's a little bent out of shape. I don't know if there's anything they're gonna come to that. We're still trying to figure it out. We're playing in the mind of she's gonna probably betray Din Djarin to try to get the dark saber. A whole bunch of different little things, but I can't wait to see when he gets to Mandalore. That's gonna be something I'm just dying to check out. Once he gets to Mandalore, that's gonna be great. So far, first episode, fantastic first episode. Okay, and then one more thing before I get this stuff going and finish this up. uh Favreau and Filoni did an interview, and there were people, I guess, were questioning them about Grogu leaving Luke so soon, and they came out and said that Grogu was with Luke for 2 years. Now, that does that mean, because everything still shifted during the Book of Boba Fett? So, are we here to say that during that timeline that Boba Fett was in the palace? After he went and he took over as being the crime lord, he was there for 2 years, because everything's in that same thing. There's no, you know, there's nothing that's going further into the future in the Book of Boba Fett besides them doing the reminiscings and things in the past or whatever. But as far as the storyline for what was going on with that war and so on, where Din Djarin came and helped them out, it was in that same line where then he went and he picked up Grogu. So, my thing is like, where did that come about? What, are we still going with that? That's gonna be, was he, it just, a lot of little things didn't make sense with that. I wasn't really too, you know, it didn't really fall well with me. So he was with Luke for 2 years, and then all of a sudden he just said, "Yeah, go ahead, you can go with your father if you want. Pick a lightsaber, pick your shirt." And I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of little things they gotta explain, and I just hope that that doesn't screw up anything. All right, but so far so good. All right, Mandalorian episode 2 next week. Can't wait. And you guys tell me what you think. All right, I mean, tell me what you think as far as like Cara Dune. Why they keep talking about her? Why they keep talking about Gina Carano? Why they keep bringing her up? If they they say that they didn't want her anyway, they wanted her fired, but they keep bringing her up 2 years later. All right, tell me how you feel about the episode. If you enjoyed it, and tell me what you think about Grogu hanging out with Luke for 2 years, and if it makes sense to you. All right. Also, don't forget, guys, I do have a merch store. This Sith Lords merch. This is not one of them. All right. So I'm sorry, I don't have this one, but I do have other items there that you guys could check out. Send me a message. I'll be glad to give you guys a great deal. A lot of the people who do buy from me are continue to keep buying, and you can see all. I post their pictures up with the shirts so you can see what they look like. And tell me if you like them. All right. So that's it right now, guys. I want to thank you again for clicking, checking me out. I want to thank all my new subscribers for coming on and supporting me. I appreciate it. And let's just now Star Wars is back in full-fledged force, guys. Let's keep it going. All right. Hey guys, all right, thanks a lot. This is Barry. This Sith Lord is a metalhead. May the force be with you.